The power of a word. Welcome to yes2hellwith.com. What is the power of a word? Life or death? Because nations rise and fall based upon definitions. When Americans say, we live in a democracy, they slowly kill the American Republic. When Americans say, our constitutional rights, they unknowingly surrender their very freedom. Why? Because rights do not come from the Constitution. The Constitution restrains government. That distinction changes everything. Rights come from God, from conscience, from natural law, from existence itself. The Constitution was never intended to grant freedom. It was intended to chain power. But modern Americans have reversed the relationship. They now believe government gives rights, which means government can remove them. And once a people accept that lie, freedom becomes permission. The Liberty Dialogue's system teaches that words are jurisdictional weapons. Democracy is not the same as a republic. Privileges are not the same as rights. Consent is not the same as coercion. But modern systems survive by blurring definitions. Why? Because confusion creates compliance. If people no longer understand the meaning of freedom, they cannot defend it. If rights become licenses, government becomes master. If privileges replace natural law, freedom becomes conditional. This is why language matters. The founders chose words carefully. Delegated powers, limited jurisdiction, unalienable rights, consent of the governed. These were not poetic phrases. They were structural barriers against tyranny. And once the people misuse those words, those very barriers collapse. The Liberty Dialogue's system exists because America no longer suffers from merely political corruption. It suffers from definitional collapse. And when words collapse, jurisdiction expands. That is why the battle for freedom begins with restoring precise language, because truth requires definition, and freedom dies the moment that people forget where rights actually come from. And as always, may truth reign supreme.